What up, YouTube? It's your boy 908 Daily, man. We back with another video, and today is a great day. We have some good news, man. We have some very good news. The courtside report is out for Myplayer, and also Myplayer and My Career News is out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna dive into this courtside report so y'all can really get a clear understanding of what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the video, and if you haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all what you need to do, you know what I'm saying, so we can keep growing and keep making videos for you guys. But let's get to the video. Already liked the video.
Welcome back to our next NBA 2K25 courtside report. Today I'm joined by Zach Timmerman, principal producer on NBA 2K25, as well as Mark Little, my career developer. Zach, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Me too.
Now there is so much to talk about for NBA 2K25. This is where fans can live out their hoop dreams and build their legacy like never before.
All right, let me let me take a look at these graphics really quickly.
This is where fans can live out their hoop dreams and build their legacy like never before. Before we get into my career, let's talk about the Myplayer builder.
Okay.
When you're building your Myplayer, you're not just building a legacy this year, you're also building a dynasty for your team. And we understand this is a very integral moment, a very important decision. And so we put a lot of time into ensuring that the various paths that we have in the builder are going to allow all walks of our gamers to be able to make the player that they want to make. To create your own, it's the builder where you just
Ooh, let's take a look at this really quickly. So he got a point guard, 6'3", 198, 6'7" wingspan. At 6'3", let's see, he can max out at a 97 ball handle. I like that. He can max out a 94-3, 99 layup, 94 drive and dunk, 99 steal, 99 perimeter. Okay, you got offense and defensive rebound. Looks like they're in their own thing this year. And also, there's no stamina, looks like. We have agility. All right. It looks pretty.
You just have
it looks
so
like
many
the
options,
same, but like
changing your position,
different.
changing your size. You can articulate through every single one of your attributes and get to right where you want to go with your builder. All while
Okay. Okay. This kind of looks the same.
See the various perks that your player is eventually going to be equipped with. Ultimately, it's the builder where somebody who wants to mess around with the thousands of possibilities can eventually make the build that they want to. We also have our pro build making veterans that have been playing the game for a long time. They're probably going to want to jump in there as well. There's also another group that wants to jump in there to try to make a unique build that nobody else in the world has made.
This sounds really intriguing. One thing I loved about last year was community members submitting their builds and you guys implementing them into the game. Are those returning this year?
The community builds feature that we had last year, it was really exciting. It was really nice to grab the best build makers that we have out there, be able to have them put their build in the game. Ultimately, people, when they would grab these builds, they felt like they could instantly compete and play with the best gamers out there. They'll be available season 2. We'll be dropping new ones each season with the intention of giving you access to the latest and greatest play styles that are out there.
A lot of new features coming with this new builder system, Zach. What else can you share about creating your Myplayer in 2K25?
In each of these builder paths, there's access to more information than we've ever given you before. You'll see which badges you qualify for. You'll see which takeovers you qualify for in our new takeover system. And you'll also be able to see which animations your player will qualify for. Ultimately, it's going to give you...
Hold on. Let me go back to this animations real quick. Okay, so this is literally what I was talking about, bro. I was talking to my friend PJ about this, bro. Like, during 2K24. In the creator, bro, you need to be able to not only max out your player, but also put on your dunk style and also put on your SIGs so you know exactly what you're working with whenever you create your player, bro. And I like this. Looks like that's exactly what they did. And they added a jump shot creator too, which is even better. So that's W for 2K. I'm not even gonna count.
Animations your player will qualify for. Ultimately, it's going to give you a really good feel for whether or not the player is going to move and react the way that you want to through the animation.
That movement kind of looking nice.
Move and react the way that you want to through the animation system.
I love all that.
That movement kind of looking nice.
Through the animation system. It's going to move and react the way that you want to through the animation system.
I love all that, but I especially love the new takeover system.
Takeovers back in a new way this year. We have 70 takeovers and 14 special abilities. In the builder, you can see which takeovers you qualify for. Once you get into My Career, you can swap your takeovers in and out. They all have attribute requirements that determine whether or not you're able to equip these takeovers. Once you get into the game, you're gonna see your takeover meter. There's 5 levels to your takeover, and it's kind of like
what did I just miss? Okay, so the 5 levels to the takeover and available takeovers. So these are all the takeovers. BBQ chicken. Bro, what are the names for these, bro? BBQ chicken? Fundamentals bucket, all right. Horse, lost art. I mean, all these other ones are all right names, but barbecue chicken, bro. Why the fuck would you name a takeover barbecue chicken?
We'll have attribute requirements that determine whether or not you're able to equip these takeovers. Once you get into the game, you're going to see your takeover meter. There's 5 levels to your takeover, and it's kind of like 5 levels of hotness. Once you hit level 5, the special ability turns on, and that allows you to kind of dominate the game for a short period of time.
Hey.
Okay, 7.
That looks kind of smooth, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. That looks kind of smooth.
It's kind of like 5 levels of hotness. Once you hit level 5, the special ability turns on, and that allows you to kind of dominate the game for a short period of time.
That looks
70 takeovers.
Smooth, bro.
What are some of your favorites?
I think the one that I've been gravitating towards the most is barbecue chicken. If you're a hoop head, you know what that name means. It means you're about to put somebody in the post and turn them into a rag doll. It boosts.
That's not what that means. If you gonna say you gonna barbecue chicken somebody, that means you gonna cook their ass, man. That means you gonna really do it to them. That don't mean you gonna get them down in the post and hook shot them to death. That's not what that means.
Throughout the levels of takeover, boost your post control, your shot close, and your strength. And then when the special ability turns on, it turns on deep post bag, which essentially allows you to completely dominate the post, again, for a short period of time, in shots, back downs, every post move you can think of. So it's a lot of fun for somebody who likes to play in the post.
What can you tell us about badges in 2K25?
This year we have 40 badges. They're a lot more all-encompassing than they have been in the past. Each one of them has a larger impact. And so we're really happy with the badge allotment that we have right now. We feel like we've hit every part of
Let me see some of these. Ankle Assassin, that's a new one. It's just basically ankle breaker, I think. Set Shot Specialist, Mini Marksman. Lightning Touch is gonna be fast. It's gonna be a quick step. It's the quick step badge or whatever. Okay.
With the badge allotment that we have right now, we feel like we've hit every part of basketball that's important, and ultimately we're accentuating everybody's play style for these badges.
One other thing I want to talk about is badge progression.
Badge progression is basically how often are you using your badge. The more often you use the badge, the faster it's going to progress.
See,
ultimately though, if you don't use your badge this year, you won't.
That's the only thing I don't like, bro, is badge progression. Just go back to where we can just apply our badges, bro. I just want to be able to apply my badges, bro. I don't want to have to be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Regress, which I'm sure our fans are pretty happy about.
So it sounds like badges are completely reworked this year in 2K25.
Yeah, really. So this year we introduced a new level of badge called Legend. It's a level above Hall of Fame. It's pretty difficult to get. You have to raise your attributes pretty high, but ultimately, you know, it really allows you to dominate in that area of the game.
Zach, I'm excited.
Legend
Can't wait to get my hands on the builder. Thanks for all the new details. And for all of you, stay connected to the NBA 2K25 Courtside Report, where you can learn all about the new Myplayer builder. Now we know about all the new exciting features in the Myplayer builder, but it's time to learn about
it looks like you're running smooth, bro.
I'm joined by Mark Little. Let's jump right in. What's new in my career for NBA 2K25?
My career in NBA 2K25 is all about building the greatest dynasty in NBA history. You're my player this year, growing up outside of Chicago, and like his idol, Michael Jordan, he wants to build a dynasty that lasts throughout the ages. You can learn about your my player's history and his path to the NBA through an optional flashback story called The Heart of the Dynasty, which you get to relive 4 of his most iconic games in his pre-NBA career, including a high school state championship, a FIBA U19 World Cup, and even an open run with some NBA players where one of the players is not so happy MP got invited. And all these games are available for you to play right away. You can play them at any point in your career, but if you really want to just jump right into your NBA career and start building your dynasty, you can do that too.
So let's talk about creating your own dynasty in my career.
Last year, we introduced the GOAT ranking system. And in that, you're able to see your my player rise up through the rankings and ultimately become the GOAT. This year, we're adding a dynasty rankings, which is more about your team's performance and less about your personal achievements. So we've ranked the 9 greatest dynasties in NBA history. And as your team does stuff like deep playoff runs, winning championships, you'll see them rise the dynasty rankings until ultimately they get to the #1 spot and displace Michael Jordan's Bulls.
Okay, I see how that could be fun for like my career people.
Last year, you came in with GOAT level hype. So what kind of prospect is MP in 2K25?
This year, MP is not a GOAT level hype. You're gonna have to earn your position in the starting lineup. And if the player in front of you is really good, it's gonna be even harder. This will definitely be one of your first obstacles as you try to build your dynasty.
So it sounds like I gotta earn my place in the starting lineup. What does the flow look like in my career? Is it key games, every game?
Key games are back this year, and we're really excited about the improvements we've made. This year, you have a lot of control about which key games you play. We've divided the season into 2 halves, and in each half, you'll meet with your coach and GM and select a personal goal. The personal goal you pick is what determines the key games you play. We've even tiered the matchup system, so if your MP is still at a lower level, you'll match up against lower level NBA players, but if you're a 99, you're going to be matched up against the best of the best. If that's not your thing, you could decide you want to try and win the NBA Cup, or maybe you want to focus on winning road games, or maybe in your rookie season you want to show that you're the top rookie in your class. We've even got some key games that are focused entirely about you posterizing other guys. So the personal goals and key games you get to pick from is completely dependent on the build you made, your team you picked, and your current overall. So there's a lot of content depending on the scenario and play style you've picked. And on top of that, if you successfully complete your personal goal in key games, you get an all-new Dynasty badge. So the Dynasty badges you earn help improve your team and shape the Dynasty you're about to make.
This sounds exciting. What about other new features in MyCareer that you can talk about?
There's a lot more than I'm going to be able to go into here today, but I'll give you a few more of my favorites. So earlier I mentioned you can play a FIBA game in the optional flashback story. Well, you can also play FIBA games in our new revised off-season flow. You'll be able to play FIBA friendlies, FIBA qualifiers, and even a FIBA tournament that you can invite other NBA stars to join you in. And speaking of NBA stars, this year we're also adding jersey swaps. So there are optional highlight games on your calendar where you can earn jerseys from players like Jalen Brunson or Victor Wembanyama only if you pass the in-game challenges against their teams. And you're going to want to collect those jerseys because not only can you wear them around the city, but you can also put them on display in your MyCourt.
You said MyCourt? MyCourt is returning?
I can't talk too much.
MyCourt?
Put them on display in your MyCourt.
What?
You said MyCourt? MyCourt is returning?
I can't talk too much about MyCourt, but I'm confirming MyCourt is back. We know MyCourt's been a feature that people have been wanting for a long time, and we're very happy to bring it to 2K25.
All right, MyCourt, exciting stuff. I can't wait to start building my dynasty in NBA 2K25's MyCareer mode. Mark, thanks so much for joining us and sharing all this great insight.
Yeah, thanks to you, Chris.
And for all of you, stay tuned for more courtside reports.
Ooh, it's seeming pretty good, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. If you haven't already, guys, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. That's gonna be the end of the video. We're gonna have a part 2 on a deep dive, so stay tuned for that. But peace out, guys.